morning, everyone. Welcome to Carnival Radio Breakfast Show. This is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Oyukola. To begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. We will approve affordable minimum wage, says President Tinubu. Government target 1 million youth with NYSP. June 12, stakeholders converse strengthening of local government citizen participation. $80 billion fraud. Shame us. EFCC accuses ministers, colleagues, others of sharing Yahya Bello. Police did not rescue us. Abductors collected 40 million naira before releasing us, says Nasarawa police student. Four dies in Enugu auto crash. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hinted last night that only a sustainable minimum wage will be recommended for legislative action by the National Assembly. Following the conclusion of negotiations, the tripartite committee recommended 62,000 minimum wage as agreed upon by the federal and state government and organized private sectors, but Labour insisted on 250,000. The recommendation has been submitted to Secretary to Government of the Federation SGF George Akume. The President is now being looked upon to send this approved recommendation as a bill to the National Assembly. At the dinner to mark Democracy Day, the President said, "Senate President, Deputy Senate President, you will get a notice if I have changed my mind on minimum wage." Pro-democracy activists and top government officials across the three arms were at the event, including Dr. Olisa Agbakuba, Senator Seun Sani, and George Umba. Adding color to the evening, Vice President Kashim Shettima, pro-democracy icons including Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, Chief Segun Osoba, Senator Sani, Minister of Solid Minerals Mr. Dele Alake took the stage to recall President Tinubu's role in the struggle that eventually crystallized into democratic rule. At the event were Senate President Godswill Akpabio. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. We will approve affordable minimum wage, says President Tinubu. One million young Nigerians are to benefit from the National Youth Skills Program (NYSP). Youth Development Minister Dr. Jamila Bao Ibrahim said yesterday. The program will avail them the opportunity to sharpen their skills on how to thrive in modern economy. The minister spoke in Abuja during 25th Nigerian Democracy Day anniversary youth program organized to celebrate 25th anniversary of democratic rule titled 25 Years of Enduring Democracy, Prospect for the Future. She revealed that the ministry was currently drafting bills for the National Assembly to institutionalize a 30% youth quota restructure the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center (CLTC) and establish the National Youth Fund (NYF), according to a statement by the Director of Press and Public Relations of the Ministry, Omolara Isan. The minister said this legislative action will solidify the federal government's commitment to youth empowerment and ensure sustainable development. She said the restructured Nigerian Youth Investment Fund (NYIF) will commence its call for entries by June 30, 2024, adding that the ministry has already streamlined the process to ensure more young entrepreneurs can access the funds they need to innovate and create jobs. The minister stated that the National Youth Skills Program (NYSP) and the implementation of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) reforms will also begin by July 30, 2024, explaining that the reforms will integrate skill development and entrepreneurship into the service year, making it more impactful and economically beneficial for the graduates. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Government targets 1 million youth with NYSP. In the meantime, an accident along the Enugu-Onitsha Federal Highway at Ugu Oyama in Enugu State has claimed no fewer than 4 lives. The tragic incident involved 10 vehicles, including private and commercial buses, and has left many others seriously injured. Eyes witnesses attribute the crash to a Nigerian Army checkpoint, stating that a truck failed brake and overran several vehicles and stopped on the hilly road. The witness said bodies were scattered across the road and vehicles plugged onto a nearby ditch. He said FRSC Sector Commander Adeyemi Sokunbi confirmed the incident yesterday in Enugu. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper. 4 died in Enugu auto crash. In another news, the Ohaneze Indigbo Worldwide has inaugurated a 20-member committee to fashion out a position for Indigbo for the proposed restructuring of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Members of the committee were drawn from the intelligentsia, the academia, and political leadership across Igbo land. Former Enugu State Governor Dr. Okwezelizi Nwodo was named chairman of the committee, while other members include Onyema Ugochukwu, Senator Adolphus Wagbara, Ben Obi, Julius Ucha, Dan Nwachiwu, and Eperu Ujiaku, among others. While inaugurating the committee in Abuja yesterday, the President General of Ohaneze Indigbo Worldwide, Emmanuel Uwayawu, charged members to give the committee the seriousness it deserved. He said, "I'm therefore of very strong belief that the restructuring of Nigeria is a social, economic, and cultural imperative. Many groups in Nigeria have continued to make demands for secession from the country, and such demands have come from the northern, western, and of course eastern parts of the country." Earlier, Nwaya went down memory lane to recall past agitations before and after the Civil War. He dispelled long-held wrong notions about the position of defunct Eastern region during the Aburi Conference. According to him, the late Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu was led the delegation to the Aburi Conference, which General Yakubu Gowon never asked for secession from Nigeria, but for restructuring to give parts of the Federation greater autonomy. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper. Ohaneze inaugurate 20-member restructuring committee. As Nigeria marks Democracy Day on Wednesday, stakeholders have called for the strengthening of local government administration to promote good governance and ensure effective and accountable democracy. The call was made during a virtual event with the theme June 12 Democracy Dialogue, organized by the Office of the Citizen (OOTC), an initiative stemming from Pillar 1 of the Fixed Politics Initiative. Speakers at the event include Obiageli Ezekwesili, former Minister Frank Iweke II, convener of Chess Slums Africa Tunde Onakoya, founder of Board Gates Seun Onigbide, and founder of Community Life Project Ngozi Iwere. Other participants were Nigerian spoken word and performance poetry artist and author DK Chukwumerije, Sam Amadi of the Center for Public Policy and Research, Sasuk Akume of Advocates for Good Governance, Anthony Ubani, the founder of Talk Academy Joyce Denies, and executive chairman of Igbogbo Bioecological Council Development Area Lagos, Olusesan Daine. In his speech, the chairman of the Fixed Politics Initiative, Mr. Frank Iweke Jr., said Nigerians have the collective responsibility to understand how they are governed and to help those who don't understand the system. Iweke emphasized the need to increase funding to local government and hold the system accountable. Speaking at the event, former Minister of Education Obiageli Ezekwesili noted that Nigeria is facing structural challenges in its democracy and governance. According to her, Nigeria's democracy will not bring development unless structural solutions are found for its dysfunctional system. One of the panelists, Aisha Yusuf, suggested that it is important for people to understand that the office of the citizen is the highest office in the land, calling for citizenship, enlightenment, and empowerment. Yusufu maintained that people, especially at the grassroots, have the right to make demands and ask questions about governance in their local areas. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. Stakeholders canvass strengthening of local government citizen participation. In another development, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) on Wednesday alleged that some powerful Nigerian politicians are shading the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, who was accused of 80.2 billion naira fraud. Newsman recalls that the anti-graft agency had declared Yahaya Bello wanted following his inability to honor his invitation. He was declared wanted after a failed attempt to arrest him and his repeated absence from court for arraignment. The Nigerian Immigration Service also placed the former governor on a watch list. When asked why the EFCC had yet to arrest Bello weeks after he was declared wanted, an EFCC official claimed that the ex-governor was being shaded by the system. He said Bello is, however, expected to submit himself to the court today. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. 80 billion fraud. Shame us. EFCC accuses ministers, colleagues, others of sharing Yahaya Bello. In another news, amidst the growing economic challenges facing Nigeria, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has decried the federal government's recent reintroduction of old national anthem, calling for a shift in priorities towards addressing pressing issues such as hunger and poverty. Makinde, who blasted the decision yesterday as a waste of time and resources, stated that the return of the old national anthem shouldn't be our priority when so many Nigerians are suffering. Makinde maintained that the country must prioritize economic development, saying there could not be production without mobilization. According to the governor, the talks about the new national anthem, local government autonomy, and others are not addressing what well-brooding the nation's productive base. He said, when the fundamental issues are addressed, economic development can be engendered. The governor said, our country is in a state of crisis and we must act now. He said, our people are hungry, our infrastructure is crumbling, and our economy is in shambles. We should be focused on finding solutions to these problems, not wasting time and money on superficial changes like a new anthem. Former Makinde called on the federal government to take swift and decisive action to address the country's myriad challenges, stating that we cannot afford to waste any more time. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper. There is hunger, new anthem not priority, says Makinde. To end newspaper review this morning, here is the recap of headlines. We will approve affordable minimum wage, says President Tinubu. The government targets 1 million youth with NYSP. June 12, stakeholders canvass strengthening of local government citizen participation. 80 billion fraud, Shemos. EFCC accuses ministers, colleagues, others for sharing Yaya Bello. Nigeria's crude oil production declined to 1.25 in May. Oanas inaugurates 20-member restructuring committee. Police did not rescue us. Abductors collected 40 million before releasing us, says Natural Police student. 4 die in Enugu auto crash. There is hunger. New anthem not priority, says Makinde. And that ends newspaper review on Carnival Radio. Thank you for listening. I am Joseph Oyukola. You can download the Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and iOS App Store. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning.